What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still James.
Yeah, so we was checking out some trailers and some things of that nature, and we saw Shang Chi. They got a new little featurette, something. It's only like a little 2-minute thing, with a little more footage from the movie. And I feel like, you know what, let's just do this last little trailer, and it's probably the last time we talk about Shang-Chi until the movie drop,
Right.
because it's coming out this fall. So let's watch this little featurette and see what it looked like, and see if they got any new footage, and have a little discussion about that. So let's see what they got in this trailer. So featurette for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Destiny is the name of it.
Who are you?
Not who you think.
That's my
Going
name.
back to the very beginning of the MCU, we have a keystone event, and that event is Tony Stark becoming Iron Man. He's forced to build these weapons for an organization, and that organization was the Ten Rings. And there was this wonderful character we really wanted to do something with someday, and that was Shang Chi.
When they announced this movie, I was really, really excited. Kind of tongue-in-cheek, I ended up tweeting Marvel, hey, are we gonna talk or what? So I'm very glad I did that.
He's so intense as this character. Shang-Chi was
Aquafina.
made for Simu, and I could feel his passion for it.
The backstory of Shang is really unique, in that he discovered that his father was this evil overlord.
The rings gave our family power.
He's brought back into his father's world and has to deal with coming face to face with him again. And this is a much meaner and more hardened father.
He's meaner.
And then crazy stuff happens after that.
It's time for you to take your place by my side.
It's not gonna happen.
My heart was definitely in this project. It feels in line with everything I believe in. It is a crazy, wild, giant ride that we're gonna go on.
Everybody!
Well, they got an Asian boy. What? Trying to steal something. Okay, so that's the last little clip. Got a little more backstory there, a little more, you know, what's really going on with the storyline and all that. What's your overall opinion on this movie?
I'm looking forward to it, but I have no expectations.
Why is that?
For one thing, this is the thing, right? It's like it's kind of like that. What was that DC animated when we watched Soul of the Dragon?
Yeah.
You know, like if they're not careful, this could easily end up being a cliche.
Only if they bring Iron Man in as a linchpin to Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how they always shoehorn Batman in stories that he shouldn't be in, but they put him in there so he can, you know, to linchpin that character to the DC, you know, because he's one of the most popular characters. So it's like, okay, just don't do that. If you bring Iron Man in here, then you like, why?
Like that's kind of one of the things, right? Like the Mandarin was one of his big villains.
Yeah, I mean, so they have a reason to bring him in, but you know,
like
they might do
also,
that. They might do that, and they don't have to have Robert Downey Jr. because all you need is a CG.
Yeah,
the suit in,
like just a CG, and you don't even need to fully CG it. Like
like
just a blurry CGI of the Mark I suit and maybe like the Mark.
Oh, so you think they might go into the history of
like that's
what
ring
kicked off? Oh, is this taking place at that time?
So I don't know what like. I think the bulk of this takes place like in the present, but I think like when he was a kid would have been around that time.
Okay,
you know,
so they might do that.
Yeah,
that'll make people more interested, I guess.
Yeah, because like there's a couple of shots in one of the earlier trailers where he's like a preteen or a young teenager.
Right.
That would have been around the time of the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
So
okay.
like, you know, I think we might get some of that. And then there's still like the question of like the fake 10 rings from Iron Man 3.
Why they even got to talk about that?
Like, I mean, like just because like the real 10 rings wiped them all out. Like the dude that played the Mandarin.
So those wasn't real. Those didn't have no power. He was just an actor,
like,
right?
The actual 10 rings sent people to kill him in prison.
Oh, you mean
Sir Ben Kingsley's character.
Oh, did they show that? Did that happen?
It was in one of the shorts. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, damn it. But all right, because I like Ben Kingsley's character.
Me too.
But no. My overall thoughts on this. It looks good, man. It actually, more that I see more trailers, it do look better than I initially when I first saw it. I was like, it looked like a Netflix movie. It just look like Netflix. But I'm starting to get into it more as I see it though. It looks like it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, first I was thinking don't bring Iron Man in, but then I think that might make some sense.
Yeah.
And that'll bring him into the MCU. But was Shang-Chi, did he ever get the rings and use them?
Now that I don't know, because like I've never read any of his stories. So like the most recent comic I've seen with him was there was a while back a few years ago where Spider-Man lost his spider sense and he had to learn how to actually fight. And one of the folks that taught him how to fight was Shang-Chi. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so there was some stuff with that.
Did he teach Iron Fist how to fight while he was at it? I mean, because it's like, I'm looking like, okay, y'all forgot that y'all already had a Kung Fu master in the Marvel Universe.
Well, they didn't forget, they remembered that.
Or should I say, quote unquote, Kung Fu master?
They remembered that their mainline Kung Fu master was a white boy who talked like a surfer from Santa Clarita.
Which they knew that that's not gonna fly,
right?
Especially not now,
right?
So I mean, he's definitely a better character than Iron Fist. I only want to talk about the character Iron Fist. It's more like how they played it.
Yeah.
But that whole storyline is a cliche of culture appropriation anyway.
Right.
So let's just not use that. We okay with Shang-Chi over Iron Fist.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Any chance that they had for using Iron Fist over Shang-Chi died when that show came out.
No, I know they made everything worse for themselves.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, the movie looked good, man. The action looks fun and stuff. Aquafina, I guess she's a pretty big. Actually, not I guess a big deal, but she's up and coming as
she's
American
well-known
Asian
now.
kind of star.
Well known now.
Yeah, you can say she's well known. So
but I feel like they're gonna have to do a lot of work with her character, not to have her become the Asian Darcy Lewis.
She seems like it though.
Yeah.
I was just about to say she just seemed like the goofy girl that's always hanging around him.
Yeah,
she's gonna be the comic relief. Yeah. But my question is, do you like the use of the rings as not being the fire? I guess they're gonna somehow make them fit on your fingers, but instead of having 10 rings on your hand, you got them like on your
I
forearms.
actually kind of like it. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see like one how they explain the operation of them, and two like how much utility they have because originally each ring did something different,
right?
And so it looks more like the 10 rings are all just used for channeling power.
Right.
So
I was thinking like I'd be cool with if at the end of this Shang-Chi get like 2 rings, 1 on each arm or something, and he got some kind of power. But I'm thinking, but it's not gonna work for the Mandarin. Like Mandarin gotta have 10 rings. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no more to spare. Like, no, sorry kid, fresh out. It's like you don't get to have power. You can just use martial arts. It's
right.
Like that, what's good, man? Can I get something?
Because like I've been meaning to go and like educate myself on Shang-Chi's whole story and how this is supposed to come from that, but like I haven't done it yet. So before anybody crucifies me, I don't know a damn thing about this character except his name. And he uses martial arts. So, but I'm curious to learn more. Definitely.
Yeah. So they showed I don't know if he's going to be anybody important, but the guy from Creed, he got the little sword, whatever.
Yeah.
That was Victor Drago from Creed.
Oh, okay.
That's who that is. So I'm happy to see him. So I'm happy to see him again.
Marvel has a real thing about people losing arms.
Well, I mean, what Marvel does, I guess, with any big studio do, when something gets some popularity, they go grab a guy.
Yeah.
They got that Krieg was pretty popular, and he was coming up as a they had to use him as a henchman.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like.
Okay. But I had to say, this is another
But
thing.
Hold on, is that him standing right beside him? Or that's okay? Now this. I thought I was like, that's him right there because he ain't doing nothing. While his boy.
That's him in the back.
Oh, okay. He just sit down.
God,
I guess he's pretending like he's just a passenger.
That's a big dude.
He's pretending like he's just a passenger and just like.
But yeah, so seeing him in this does bring up one problem I do have with the MCU.
What's that?
And I don't think it's a good way to fix it, but it's like when people are wearing comic book style outfits in public.
Well, no, he's got a coat over it, like Ninja Turtle style. Don't you know if you wear a trench coat that you can get away with wearing anything? Duh.
Yeah. Look, Raphael should have showed me that.
Right. Green Turtles, or somehow people just thought that they was doing.
Well, he had a fedora on too.
Right, trench coats and hats. Yeah. That's the ultimate disguise. You blend in.
Yeah. No one will pay any
Plus,
attention.
it's New York. Who cares? But no.
You work in LA, you can get away with anything.
Who are you?
Not who you think.
So, anybody ask me who I am, that is exactly how I'm gonna introduce myself.
You gonna do your Kata, hit your pose, and say you're not. Yeah. I'm not who you think I am.
I ain't gotta say nothing. I'm just, who are you?
Not who you think I am.
Just like it sounds.
And the third, it's silent.
You spell it like it sounds. But no, it looks like it's gonna be some fun. Like I said, I'm interested to see how it's all gonna end. Or is it gonna end with the Mandarin being the main villain in the MCU after this, or what? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't want the Mandarin story to end in this movie.
Right, because they didn't give him for real. That's him again, ain't it?
Yeah.
So was they just testing him out?
I guess so.
He's excuse my language. He's freaking huge. Look how he's just over them.
Like no one, like the only character in this movie that's bigger than him is Abomination.
Yeah. So it's like, I just hate when they get a good actor and they just kind of play him as a dumb henchman. It's another henchman.
Yeah.
Because Scott Adkins actually is in Doctor Strange as one of the little henchmen. You didn't know he had, so I guess they can bring him back. He got the little hood on. He's got the mask on. He's one of the
disappointed.
One of the fighters or whatever. You didn't. He didn't get no speaking role or nothing like that.
There's a lot of stunt trained actors who are actually pretty good at the acting side of that equation that just don't get enough shine, man.
So this director, I never heard of him. I think they wanted to get someone Asian, and I'm thinking like, is he Chinese though? That's the problem. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think he is. I mean, that name ain't Chinese, but he could be, whatever.
Like, I don't think Awkwafina is Chinese either. I think she's not Korean.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but
Well, my point is, China is not going to release this. And they might be trying to negotiate, they might be like, what you going to give us? But China was like, nah, because they was like, you didn't use the Chinese crew, you didn't do this, you just going to come over here with American Chinese actors and make money in China? No, sir.
Well, because this is exactly the stuff that doesn't sell over there from us. Well,
it's a big market. China is a huge market for movies.
Well, yeah, but also, this is the kind of thing where it's like, no, we'll make our own.
Yeah, right.
Your stuff, we'll make our stuff.
Right. It's kind of like, it's like if they went to the black section, it was like, hey, we made this black thing here, so put this in your cinemas. They went, what? No.
We don't want none of that buzz.
Which they do anyway.
Right.
But the whole point is, China was like, oh, they was like, oh, this Chinese though, this Chinese, yeah, but we didn't make it.
But like,
and we ain't gonna get none of that profit.
The amount of negotiating power China has and how we make movies now is insane.
Yeah, because there's a lot of movies that get made that don't sell here, but they sell in China.
Like,
case in point,
you remember that whole Taskmaster thing with the mask? The reason they did the mask that way is because you can't have depictions of skulls. On film or TV over
in China.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I was also gonna say. They like the Resident Evil movies for some reason in China. So that's why they made the last one they made, because China still like them. They still spend a lot of money.
And the wire works? Is that what does it?
I don't know, man.
I'm having a hard time.
We got different tastes.
Yeah,
so
clearly.
Yeah, and they also like what's the other movie franchise they wanted to keep going? I think they wanted the Underworld franchise to keep going. Like it's stuff that we just like so done with over here.
Yeah.
And they keep it going because it's making money over there. So
yeah,
I mean, but this one they's like, no, not this one though.
Yeah.
But it's all Chinese cast, right? Yeah, so we ain't making nothing off that.
Right.
But yeah, but on the whole though, it look good. Can't wait to see it. We'll see where it go, where this leads to the next chapter in the DCEU. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Thanks for checking out the video, and if you
MCU, bro.
Did I say DC?
Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean. I do that sometimes, man. I just have a lot on my plate. MCU. Don't start hitting me up with comments like, the dude don't even know what he watching.
Do you even read comics books? Come on, man.
Anyway, the MCEUs. Sorry. Sheesh. Anyway, so thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like our videos, our content, and hit the bell icon so you get alerts every time we post new videos or a live stream.
And don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you like what you've seen here today. And go ahead and drop a comment below. What do you think about this movie so far? What are you looking forward to it? And where do you think this is going to go going forward?
Yes, we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.